Hello，大家好，今天是3月29日，我们今天来聊一聊一条热搜，就是美国顶流网红就是由中国爆火，他直播6个小时，粉碎了西方几十年的反华，就是宣传谎言。这个网红呢，是我们大家都很熟知的甲亢哥，他在 YouTube 上面有3000多万粉丝。他这个直播视频评论区的话，一条高赞的留言写道：甲亢哥用6个小时的直播，直接粉碎了西方持续几十年的反华宣传谎言。这是一条来自美国网友的留言，精准的概括了全球顶流网红甲亢哥这次中国行所引发的一场网络狂欢。我们来看一下具体的一些视频。
谁都没想到，一个网红6小时直播，竟然彻底打破西方对中国所有的刻板印象。就在近日，美国顶流网红甲亢哥站在上海外滩，突然关掉直播，盯着霓虹闪烁的陆家嘴沉默许久，然后对着镜头憋出一句：“兄弟们，我们被骗了。”这句话直接让3700万外国网友炸锅。原来中国并不是他们所认为那样贫穷落后，而是科技先进，群众安居乐业。甲亢哥因为一首阳光彩虹小白马被国内网友所熟知，于是在他刚刚落地上海，就被一群中国年轻人围住，魔性合唱这首歌贴脸开大。而在这里，不仅没有看到种族歧视，反而看到了不同人种之间的和睦相处，还有路人举着手机跟唱，街头秒变演唱会，一时间弹幕刷爆。中国人这么疯的吗？但更疯的还在后面，西方媒体几十年渲染的中国滤镜，在他镜头前碎的渣儿都不剩。直播里上海街头干净的能照镜子，5G 网速支持 2K 画质无卡顿，无数老外惊呼，这网速比我老家芝加哥快10倍。甚至甲亢哥还坐上小米SU7电动车，不输豪车的外观，舒适的体验感。最让他惊讶的是，这款性价比超好的车远低于其他品牌的价格。但最让人感叹的还是高铁隧道里信号满格，让老外集体怀疑人生，不禁感叹中国基建是外星科吧。而文化碰撞的喜剧效果远比政治辩论更致命。他与王嘉尔破圈同框打乒乓球，也让外国友人们看到文化的差异。而中国粉丝的社牛更是无人能比，免费当翻译，投喂冰红茶，甚至帮他付打车费，让老外三观刷新。说好的冷漠中国人呢？数据不会说谎，直播峰值10万人在线，外网热搜第一评论区，清一色感谢甲亢哥让我看到真实的中国。果然，入关后自有大儒为我辩经的含金量还在上升。
甲亢哥这次来中国的话，他做了哪些事儿？首先，他体验了中国的高铁5G，然后小米SU7，包括在故宫穿花大袄的一些名场面。从北京到上海，甲亢哥彻底是被中国给震惊了。隧道里面直播的话，一点都不卡顿，这些老外惊呼，在纽约的地铁连短信都发不出去，在中国能够这么高的网速还可以直播，实在是佩服。然后试驾小米SU7的时候，他当场想砸掉自己的兰博基尼，他说7万美金，这个性能太牛逼了。更绝的是，他在故宫穿上东北的大花袄的那个造型，被外网疯传，中国式的美学暴击，说原来中国年轻人玩梗比他们还野。这位来自美国俄亥俄州的网红坐拥3700万粉丝，他才20岁，他在本周开启了他的首次中国之旅。他之前没有这样公开来过中国的，在北京和上海两地连续直播6个小时。这个直播中他没有剪辑，不带任何的修饰。甲亢哥向海外的观众全方位的展示了中国城市的一个繁荣兴进和中国人民的一个热情好客，彻底改变了西方媒体影响下的对中国落后啊、封闭的这种错误认知。这个是他这次直播的一个最大的一个意义。这个事件能上热搜最主要的一点太打脸了，西方每年花16亿美元抹黑中国，结果被一个网红6个小时的直播给干碎了。 英国网友就说，看完直播之后，我对中国的印象彻底反转。德国网友更直接说，中国领先世界100年。为什么？因为中国在甲亢哥的这个镜头下面，中国是没有滤镜的。凌晨3点的便利店灯火通明，广场跳舞的大妈就是拉着他蹦迪，派出所的民警帮游客找手机，这些细节比任何宣传片都要更有说服力。甲亢哥在中国的话是有很多粉丝的，就是大部分人都是因为他对中国歌手就是大张伟的一首歌曲阳光彩虹小白马的这首歌的一个热爱，因为他当时就是翻唱的。我们都知道，一直以来西方媒体就是长期就是对中国大量的抹黑，各种就是不实消息的一些炮制，什么中国威胁论、中国落后、封闭等等，给外国就是网友编织了一个巨大的谎言。这次甲亢哥的中国直播就像一把利剑，直接戳破了这些谎言。他用最真实、最接地气的镜头，让外国网友看到了一个安全、繁华、热情、充满活力的中国，没有华丽的经济，更没有刻意的修饰，就是原汁原味的中国。这就是我们大中国。从更深层次来看，甲亢哥的中国行不仅仅是一场简单的旅行直播，它更像是一场文化的碰撞与交流。在这个互联网的时代，社交媒体成为跨界文化交流的一个重要桥梁。越来越多就是像甲亢哥这样的外国网红来到中国，分享他们的所见所闻，让世界对中国的认知就是更加立体、真实。这也让我们看到民间的文化交流有着巨大的力量，它能够打破国界的偏见，增进不同国家人民之间的理解和友谊。这个事情是非常有意义的。这也是为什么甲亢哥的这次中国行受到了这么大的关注。如今，中国在国际舞台上的影响力是越来越大，但西方媒体的抹黑依然存在。甲亢哥的成功为我们提供了一个新的思路，未来我们可以借助更多元的传播方式，鼓励外国友人来中国体验分享，让真实的中国故事传遍世界的每一个角落，让世界真正的认识到中国的魅力和实力。
The real China was just accidentally shown by a famous YouTuber and live streamer. People were shocked. I'm Vera's in China, and I've been living in China for 6 years, and I am going to tell you guys about things that I have never heard any other people talking about online. So make sure to stick around until the end, because I have some shocking things to tell you. Let's jump right into it. The YouTuber's name is Speed, and he is one of the most popular internet personalities. He is only 20 years old. He's an American. He's very energetic and fun to watch. And he has an IRL series, or in real life series, where he goes around to different countries and live streams. And he just so happens to be in China right now. Speed went viral in China due to his reaction to a Chinese song. When he listened to this song, he heard a word repeated over and over again that sounds a lot like the N-word. He screamed, he yelled, he freaked out, he slammed his fist on the desk. I mean, he just went totally wild. But actually, ironically, the song is a really pure song and nice song. It's about how wonderful we are, and the word that was used literally just means that. In Chinese, it is so common to hear this. When I first moved here, I heard it so often, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are they saying? But this word is used as a filler word, just like in English we use or like. He was in Shanghai just a few days ago, and right now he's in Beijing. But I'm going to talk about the Shanghai live streaming. He live streamed for over 6 hours, and over 5 million people have watched it. That's insane. People were shocked because Chinese people were so incredibly nice to Speed and also respectful. It seems like Speed has traveled to many other places, other countries, and people have not been as respectful. I can really feel this too. 6 years ago, I moved here and Chinese people shocked me too. I only knew what the media had told me, that Chinese people were the enemy and that I couldn't trust China as a whole. But actually, when I came here, I felt so welcome. And still to this day, I still feel so welcome. Chinese people are so nice, so inviting, so hospitable. Being in China is amazing as a foreigner. I do have people call me Lao Wai, but let me tell you, I've said this in another video, they don't mean this in a mean way. They probably have never seen a foreigner before. They're just excited to see me, really. Another crazy thing that people commented on was that this live stream was over 6 hours long and it didn't lag, not even once. I saw so many comments saying this, and it's true. The internet here is amazing. You can find 5G almost anywhere. This is where I'm about to spill the tea to you all, because I already know. I can predict what the comments will be. And that is, well, isn't it illegal to access YouTube when you're in China? I have a huge feeling that Speed was given the green light by the government to do his live streams. You may be asking, but B Rose, how can you be so sure about this? Well, I have worked at many companies in China, and many of those companies that I've worked for were put on a whitelist. What do I mean by whitelist? They were given permission to access the internet beyond the Great Firewall. The government understands that to do proper business in China, these businesses need to communicate with other Western people, other businesses, other organizations. They know that it is crucial for them to survive. So they give this special permission. So the moment that I walked into work and I connected to the internet, I was able to access the internet beyond the Great Firewall. Of course, I used it just for work purposes because I was super busy. But yeah, this is something I've never seen anybody else talk about on YouTube, online. So what do you think about this? If the government truly did give him the green light, like I think they did, then this says something huge. This says that the government has absolute faith in the city. And what I mean by that is that, of course, they give him the green light to do the live stream, but they don't surveil where he's going, because I watched the live stream and he literally went wherever he wanted to go. Just on a whim, he would go there. It didn't matter. Whatever he wanted, wherever he wanted to go, they went. This shows that the city is confident in the fact that there are no homeless people. There's not a crazy amount of trash. There are not drugs. The infrastructure is amazing. They will see the real China, which is beautiful. On the flip side, if they did not give him permission, then this also says something really huge. And that is, they gave him unofficial permission to do so. Because let me tell you, in China, especially Beijing, they know exactly what's going on. This is the capital. It's very sensitive. They know who is here. They know what they're doing. They know where they're going. If the government wanted to, they could shut down what he's doing like this. Easily, but they're not. So again, this shows that the government has full faith in the city. They know that wherever Speed goes, he is going to see the real China, which is beautiful China. It also proves my point more, that the internet is absolutely crazy here, that the 5G is insane, because in Shanghai, of course, things are more free. It's not the capital. It's not as sensitive. So a 6-hour live stream with no lags makes sense. But in Beijing, it doesn't make as much sense, right? Because this place is so sensitive. It's the capital, but there were still no lags. It was still an awesome live stream. The 5G here is insane. No other country does 5G like China. Okay, here is something else that I have never heard anybody else talk about, but today I am going to jump right into it. I think a lot of people in the West don't understand why the Great Firewall exists. So let me explain. There's a lot of people in China who have had access to higher education, and there's a lot of people who have not had the same access. This is the same in the States, right? The people who have not had the same access as maybe some who live in the city are perhaps easily swayed. If they were to access the Western internet, they could be influenced negatively about their own country and fed lies, just like Americans are fed lies by their own media. So many YouTubers come to China and they make videos and they say how shocked they were. Why are they shocked? It's because their entire life they were told that Chinese people are the enemy and China is bad. China is poor. China is underdeveloped. There's nothing good here. But when they come here, they realize all of that is false. If even Americans can be swayed by their own media, Western people in general, then of course, people from China who don't have a proper education would also be swayed, and things would end up very, very bad because there are so many people in China. And maybe you think, oh, well, they deserve to have access to the internet in the West. Sure, they deserve to have access to the facts, not to lies spread by the media. Just like Speed and other YouTubers, I am here to show you what the real China looks like. Speed is a really influential figure. He has so many followers at such a young age. And I watch his live streams and I think that he handled everything with grace. And I think that he is an incredible young man. Speed, if you're watching this, you're awesome. Before I moved to China, I viewed things as more black and white. But after living here and growing older and learning more, I now realize that there's far more gray in the world than there is black and white. So I encourage you to explore beyond the black and white that you know and search for the gray in between. I think that what you find may shock you, just like I was shocked. Thank you so much for joining me today. I threw this together really quickly because I just saw that Speed was here literally last night. So I said to myself, I have to talk about this. And I literally just went to the dentist and I'm filming this right after. So yeah, it was great to chat with you. Also, if you're still watching this, something crazy that happened to me last night at like 1:20 a.m., I felt my bed shaking. I literally experienced an earthquake. I didn't think that earthquakes are really common in Beijing. And I talked to my husband. It seems like they're not because he's never experienced one in his entire life. And he's lived in Beijing his whole life. Wow, what a humbling experience. Have you ever experienced an earthquake? I definitely will be more prepared if there is a next time. If you guys like this video, please like it. Leave a comment. Tell me if anything shocked you or if you knew who Speed was before this. Also, real quick, let me know if you want to see more walks around the city. I haven't been going out too much. Like I said, I have 2 young children and I spend most of my time with them. So the only time I go out is really just for errands and also work. But if you want more content like this where I walk around and you can see the city, let me know. I'll definitely do it for you. And please subscribe because it helps us keep doing what we're doing. All right, guys, until next time. Peace out. Bye.
好了，今天的视频分享到这里，我们下期见，再见。